Hey guys, how you doing? Austin here, and I got my buddy Liddy, who is what is it, like, dive bombing me? He's on here again. I know what you're doing, man. You want more coverage. You're just trying to grow your subscriber count. I know what you're doing, man. I
Oh
know, I know.
man, I'm building a relationship, Austin.
I just like you for you. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
man.
Whatever.
You gotta
Right.
change your name though, man, because people think you cheat, man, with that name, man.
I know, I know, I know. So let's give you a shout out real quickly. So let me do this. We've only got about 6 people. CD's here. Let me get some more people in, man, and we'll talk about your channel and stuff like that. So let me go. Let me let the algorithm know I'm here. 9 people. Woohoo! We're streaming now. Let me find out. Let me find my. Hold on a minute. I'm looking at myself. 10 people. Okay, I gotta go over here. There we go. Let myself in. Hold on a minute. So, how's it going, everybody? Drop in the chat. Let me know. Yep. Tony's here. So, who's here? I got Tony here. I got Glenn. Glenn's here. The big Glenn is in the house.
G man.
So good morning. Hey, Glenn, what's going on? I got David. I got CDs here. CD, do you put your all crypto in a wallet or keep some in a wallet and on an exchange? Well, there's like 18 questions there. So CD, yeah. So here's what I do. I have crypto.com and I have Coinbase. I do have some assets that I hold. And so I'm saying all this, Lydia, I definitely want your opinion on this. So I have, some assets, tokens, like I have Bitcoin and Ethereum in a Coinbase account, and I have some. So I have some assets spread across, and then I do a little bit of staking over on crypto.com. But the majority of the stuff I do trade in, just because the nature of the beast, I've got multiple MetaMask wallets, and that's mostly where everything I have is. So, Liddy, what about yourself? What does that kind of look like for yourself per CD's question?
All right, if you put all your cryptos in a wallet or keep them same notes. Now, it depends on how. Is my mic too loud, Austin? Or is it good?
No, you're good, man. That reverb thing is good. As long as, yeah, I think you're good. Audio's good.
All right, awesome. Well, good question. It depends on your trading techniques. If you are a hodler and you're holding most of the time, decentralized exchanges are the best way to go. If you are day trading and you're frequently going in and out of the markets, I recommend you doing centralized exchanges. It really just depends. I personally, I use both for those reasons. I day trade on central exchanges and I long-term hold for decentralized exchanges. And that's all due to the fees. When you're going in and out on the main centralized exchanges, it does not accrue as much fees as if you're going through something like Uniswap. So
Makes sense. Makes sense. And everybody should have one of these, right? So the ledger or some variation on that. So there we go.
Yeah.
By the way, that's not like there's no affiliate link. So just go get yourself one. Ledger, Nano, or some variation on that. Everybody needs one of those. That's a new one that I've got. Right. So that's cool. So let's see. Morning, Kamal. Let's see. The Talkster, that's kind of interesting. So I assume he's a TikToker. I'm assuming that's what we're. So Shib to the moon. Yeah, let's see. Let's go here. Where are we at with Shib? Oh, by the way, I've got to give a shout out to Liddy since he's joining me yet again. It was cool having you on the show yesterday, man. I'm glad you had some time to come back out. So
I appreciate it.
You guys, if you're looking for really good, straightforward, really good TA technical analysis, and I know Liddy does a lot more than that, but this is his YouTube channel. So just go over to YouTube and just type in LITT Liddy Markets, and you'll find his channel and give him a sub. So let's see, you're at 387 right now. Let's see, yeah, 387. We need to grow that. So let's get him to 450 before we're done today. All right, so there you go. Go check out Liddy. But let's get back over, excuse me, and check out. So the markets, they've backed away. They were up 2+%. Now we're up 1%, and Bitcoin, Ethereum doing their thing. We'll come back to them. Let's do. Oh yeah, look at now Shib, dude. Literally 30 minutes ago, Shib was up 3.8%. So we've had a 7 to 8 point swing here. What do you think's going on here, man?
Honestly, we heard some rumors. Actual rumors, news, whatever you want to call it. There was if you want to look on their Twitter.
Okay.
The Shiba Inu page made a good like one of those, what do you call it? One of those hype posts. Do you have your
Oh,
have
is
you
this the
question?
one, the March 30 thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm so glad you brought that up. I saw that tweet yesterday. We had this one, and I'm like, I even
Yep.
retweeted it and went, what the hell is this?
They're good at doing that, dude. They're
Yeah.
so good at doing that.
So why are we okay, finish what you were going to say. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking, people are seeing this and they're looking for a better price to get into. That's what I think. A lot of the big whale investors, they're very smart with their money. So sometimes they like to kind of sell to find a better floor to
Oh,
get back in for a bigger boom.
yeah.
That's what I
Trigger a
think.
sell off and gets flush out some holders is what you're saying,
There
right?
you go. The big flush, man.
Interesting. I hadn't, you know what? That's a really interesting point. So let me re-clarify that for some of you guys who are like, what the hell did Liddy just say? So basically his point was, which is really cool, his point was that, some of the smarter money, big money, maybe selling to trigger
Trigger.
a move. Because we were literally about 40 minutes ago, we were at 3.8 or ish percent up, and now we're 4.3 ish down. We got about a 8% overall swing. Don't do math in public. So Liddy's point is, hey, that might be some smart money trying to basically flush out some holders, which we all know that you can do that with Shiba, man. You get a 4 or 5% move in one direction, and people will move down rather. Then people are there's that certain contingent of holders that are going to be like, all right, I'm out. Oh yeah, I'm scared. To your point, man. Yeah, that's a really interesting scenario. I'm gonna have to steal that and make a whole video off of that.
What do you think, man? What do you think the big news is or the big bang is? What do you think it is?
Dude, I mean, I saw this. So the world is full of things more powerful than they always kind of give a little tease in their text. Okay, so here we go. See, the world is full of things more powerful than us. If you know how to catch a ride, you can go places.
Uber?
Okay. Yeah, so this is interesting. I mean, my immediate thought was, is there did they hook up with a cab company? I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're like how to catch a ride. Maybe how do you catch a ride? Uber, Lyft. Taxis. And with the partnerships that Shib has been doing as of late, obviously with John Richmond, Wellies, et cetera, these IRL, these in real life partnerships, it wouldn't surprise me if there was something in that. But I mean, this to me is the sentence that they're teasing. That's the embed. That's the embed, if you will. What do you think?
I do, man. I think it's some type of ride share. But it could mean two things. It could be a ride share, or he can just be saying, "Hey, that we're about to take off. Hurry up and get in." So
yeah, there is that, right? Don't overthink it. Literally take it for face value, right?
Facts.
So I don't know, man. I think it's going to be interesting, and that's what? Yeah, that's looking at the calendar. That is tomorrow, so we'll see. So let's do this. Drop in the chat. What do you guys think it is? And we'll circle back to this. So let me see. Oh, guys, we got to smash the like button. We're only at 23 likes, I think. So
smash it.
Here's one that's been out there for a little bit, man. So this is Mohammed. Hey, Austin, Asuna token has been listed on XG Exchange as their first exchange. There's much more to come. They've released their PDE. Are you familiar with Asuna? Have you looked at this one?
No, I have not. I've heard of it, but I've not investigated. No.
Well, let's see if we can find it. I'm going to go look for it on Dex Tools. This is the other day when we were talking about mutant apes. So let's go over here.
Speaking of NFTs, Austin, I think the new fad is going to be all of the NFT, the big bang NFT companies. They're going to start coming out with crypto coins. That's about to be the new wave.
It wouldn't surprise me because you got all these NFT projects that I guarantee you are sitting there watching BAYC, right? They're all watching that.
Yep.
Okay, we got some interesting. Look at this. Look at when you come here. This is a really interesting. Look how many. I've got two different Asuna in news, and you wonder look at this one. Look at the holders. Okay, this is a really good teaching moment. I guarantee you, this is probably a fake contract that set up to grab some money. That's what that is right there. So guys, don't fall for that. I mean, this one's the real one. Obviously, 4,354 holders, etc. So there you go. That was a teaching moment brought to you by Austin Hilton University. All right, so Asuna, wow, okay, it's got a nice little run. Let's see, let's look at this. It's on a 1 hour. So what are you, Mr. Chartman? What are you just off the top of your head? What are you seeing here that you like, don't like, as far as kind of this chart action right here that you see?
Zoom out a little more.
Let me see.
Go
I
like a
like
4 hour or something like that. Like
Yeah, you want a 24-hour? Hold on.
Yeah.
Half the time I do that, man. That Dex Tools doesn't. There we go.
Yeah, it usually doesn't. It shows like 2 candles.
Yeah, I know. Like, what the hell? So there, I mean, really, obviously, overall, not doing a whole hell of a lot since it launched back in what, December. Been, how I look at that is kind of multifaceted. I'm look at this like going, okay, we got a really nice consolidation, or some people would say, hey, it's not really doing much of anything. What's your, what's your 2 cents here?
Every time I see this, I think Shiba Inu immediately. Because you remember Shiba Inu chart looked exactly like this. The second half of this chart, they looked exactly like this before they took off. I look at it as this is when doing your own research is critical, because you can look at this chart and say, just like you said, it could be like, oh, they're not doing nothing, or B, they're at the floor putting in work, accumulating for the takeoff.
Yep.
So at this point, you would literally want to go into their Telegram groups, go into their communities, see for new updates, check out what they're talking about, and then make your judgment based off of that.
Yeah, take a look at the ecosystem. Look for the catalyst. Look for, transparency. Look for how active they are, to your point, Liddy, right in those Telegram groups. So this is interesting. I mean, I think that's a really good again, another teaching moment. This one's brought to you by Liddy Markets. You're right over here on YouTube. There he is. Check him out. Let's see if you've gotten some more subs. Let's see.
Check me out, guys. Check me out.
Yeah, we got 2. All right, you guys need to go over. Open another tab. Don't go off of this one. Open another tab and go give Liddy a subscribe, man. We need to get him up to 1,000 plus. Where was that at? Oh, I was back over here. Okay, I think you're right, man. I mean, I don't. When I see this, I don't really see a bad thing per se, right? And by the way, we're not throwing shade on Asuna in this. We're really talking about this in any given chart, in any given project. To me, this is what you don't see is just some massive sell off into no man's land. So you see a really strong consensus build here. You got 4,300 holders. You've got market cap still pretty low, 669, but a really decent liquidity, ratio there. I would like it to be more like about 20%, but I mean, I'm okay with that from that standpoint. But I guess to your point, I think I wouldn't necessarily discount this one, right? I would look in going, what do they got going on? Do they have an NFT drop coming? Are they building is there stuff out there? They talking about exchanges. In their Telegram group, right? I mean, are the founder or the dev team, are they active? Are they in there or not? Have they gone radio silent? All that stuff you want to take a look at. So,
I mean, if they got some things popping, guys, this is probably the best time to get in. I'm not telling anyone to get in, but if they're really invested and they really believe in Asuna, this is one of the best times to jump in.
Yeah, I mean, if you're kind of looking at it long term, kind of predicated on everything we just said, right? It's like if it's there. All right. So let's move on here. So back over to Shib. We've still got that 3.7%. So you and I were talking kind of before we started. You wanted to. I'm gonna give you the controls here. You were wanting to talk about Terrarium. You had said you maybe had done some a workup on them. So let's look real quickly, and then I'll hand you the controls. So Terrarium is down 2.5%. Let's look real quickly. You know what? I'm not even look at the chart. Or go ahead and get yours ready, and then throw it over, and then I'll give you the controls, man.
Okay, dope. Share, tab, Terra, bam.
All right, man, you're up. It's you.
Oh, let's start off with a brand new tip today. Do you see how these candles kind of look more fluent compared to... Look, let me show you something, guys. I recommend this. I learned this, honestly, from Crypto Realist. He put me onto this. I seen one of his shows, and he was talking about this. Usually, most people stick to the candles, right? See how that looks? You got the wicks and you got all that stuff. I switched this over to what's called Heiken Ashi. Look how fluent that looks. That looks way better. You know what I mean? And it helps me pinpoint price better. So, anyways, that's just a little tidbit, guys. If you want to switch your candlesticks over, gives you a better flow. But Terrarium. This was definitely the Binance rumor.
Yep.
That's definitely Binance. So, people at this price point, let me scoot in. People at this price point started calming down. They're like, okay, that Binance shit is over. Let's focus on building our bags back. So, they start putting in. And then some people are like still a little nervous about it because they seen a little rise up. They say, well, let me take some profits just in case. Notice the profit taking didn't go below this profit taking, which is a bullish move.
Right.
It takes off. It comes right back in the zone, guys. Look, this is a huge. Honestly, I call this the floor. There's that bike again, but I call this the floor. So
now hold on. Let me ask a question. Right. Yeah. So why are you setting the floor above that first bike wheel? Just for clarification and kind of educational purposes, right?
Yes, I looked left. All I did was look left, and to be honest, price. I could have done this. I could have easily done this. Or I could have easily done this.
Legal. Hey man, welcome, buddy. Good to have you on for the first time. Liddy is schooling us in TA, man. So I'm just bowing at the feet, and I'm like literally like he's on the throne, and I'm sitting there just like looking up. Please teach me, oh master. So go ahead.
Oh man, I got
hey, what's up, Leo?
Yeah, you got your notes, man.
Yes,
yeah. All right, Liddy, go ahead. I'm sorry, and I interrupted you. Go ahead, man.
No, it's all good, man. We got to give love to people that come in. All right, so honestly, I'm glad you put that point, Austin. You made me kind of do a readjustment. Technically, this.
But hold on, man. Did you move? So did you change that box?
Yes,
You had
yes.
it. Okay. So now you're taking into consideration that second bigger dip that's inside that bike wheel, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Because I looked at this and I seen that stoppage. That stoppage was connected to the trend line, so I stopped it there. But since price did go down here, that does get included into the area. So you're actually absolutely correct. So adjusting that, this is the lowest it's been. This was a bike because there's the second high low is what I call it. The second high low came up. Honestly, I thought it was going to take off here. It did another retracement. But look, guys, I always preach this. Always. First lowest, second lowest, third lowest. This low didn't pass this low. We're still in a bullish move. This low never passed this low. We're in a bullish move. Technically, if I wanted to, I can make this bike like this. You know what I'm saying? Add more
but to your point, I mean, I really want you to go back and I want you to hammer home, Liddy, higher highs and higher lows, because that's where you really need to preach. You just nailed it. We really want those. Put some meat around that. The higher highs.
Okay.
And higher lows,
Yeah. Because that is very, 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 very important. So yes, absolutely. Again. So look, guys. Let me move this damn bike out the way. Okay. First low. It went up. Second, this is a higher low. We always want higher lows in this market for bullish moves. See, when it made that second higher low, it never broke this. It went up big. Now we're retracing again. It retraced. Look at this. It retraced higher than the previous low.
Yeah.
That's a huge bullish pattern. So now if you see, it's going up, and look, it stopped right at this trend line. So to be honest, guys, you really, before you make another buy-in, you want to wait for this to come above this trend line. Because right now, it's looking like it's retesting this to go down some more. You see what I'm saying?
But hold on. So stop there. So if you're saying like, hey, if you're looking to find a buy point, you want it to go above that resistance line that it's at right now, but do you want to wait, Liddy, until it goes up and then comes back down?
Yes, you want to wait for it to come up and then retest this trend line again. Because look, when it goes up, and it retests the trend line, hey, look, that's going to be another higher low. Mm-hmm. So once it reaches that trend line again, after breaking it, that will be your buying move. But right now, it could possibly go down a little bit more before it breaks out that trend line.
Okay, so have you done any breakout analysis? What you think it's going to do from here, or do you? What are your thoughts?
Look, it's in the golden zone, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I call this the golden zone. When it's in a gold zone like this, it's very hard to determine because price can literally do this. Look, it can literally do this.
Yeah.
It can literally.
And just stay there for a while.
Yep, it can literally do this, and then finally break out, retest, and move up. So we have to wait. I mean, I couldn't give you a prediction on how long it's going to be in here. I have to wait for it to break out, retest. So it's a waiting game right now, guys. It's a waiting game.
All right. Good stuff, man. Anything else you want to talk about before we go back to our regularly scheduled program?
Yeah, let's go back to the regularly scheduled programming, man. I'm good.
All right, so we got Legal joining us. What's going on, man? Welcome.
Man, I'm doing fantastic, man. Thank you for having me on, bro.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, look, we got another. Y'all quit talking bad about King, man. So,
what's up, Kings?
We can hear us now. He usually there he is. Yeah. So
what's going on?
We were slamming you earlier, man. I'm glad you're here to. I'm kidding, of course, right? To defend yourself, you know.
Dang. Well, what did I do wrong now?
Probably any number of things, man. Right? You know. Any number of things. Were you able to kind of hear some of that, King? What Liddy was talking about Terrarium?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
What are you into Terrarium, or is that on your radar?
I did. I bought the last dip when we hit about 34 mark. I did get into Terrarium. I planted a nice position in there.
Nice. Dude, that's one of I think Terrarium. I mean, they've got to execute. They got to do all this stuff. I think the Binance stuff, that was a major. We don't have to rehash that, but I think that, I mean, dude, when I was kind of sniffing around Terrarium, and I'm saying all this, and I want y'all's opinion. It's like you start kind of going through, what do they do? Yeah, they're exchange, and then I think it was Scott Herman that told me, he was like, the one thing he said was like, and what their whole deal is going to be is that they're going to give you accurate reflections on a real time basis. I'm like, hold on a minute, let me. Did I hear you right? And it was like, yeah, went through it, and he's like, well, that's it. I mean, that's all you got to say to me, because there's really no good exchange. There's no exchange that does that, in real time. That's what really impressed me about Terrarium,
So you're saying that they're going to, on their exchange, they're going to create a centralized exchange, correct?
Correct.
And they're going to be able to give everybody that holds on their exchange real-time reflections of any project that's on their exchange?
I mean, somebody called me out on it, but that's basically what I heard. And I mean, if you like Austin, you're smoking crack. What's what I heard, that because you know how it is when you got a new project is coming at you and they're saying, hey, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this, and then when they were like, they're holding, because we all know, like, like L Bank and Hotbit. I'm not slamming those exchanges at all, right? But they, and I realize that from a technical, it's a very challenging from a technical standpoint how to accurately give people their reflections. Oh, by the way, taxes, to do that, all the buy and sell taxes correctly, that was the fundamental problem issue, if you will, that Terrarium was trying to basically do, to be a centralized exchange. And, oh, by the way, yes, to do accurate reflections to the holders of a given token, if that token's on the network, right? And to do buy and sell taxes correctly. That's what I understood that they are trying to do. If I misunderstood that, that's what I heard.
And if they can pull that off, it will be massive.
It's a game changer. Yeah, it's a game changer from us as retail investors, right? If we don't want to buy and sell and hold, like with a wallet, and there's always going to be those people, but more so the projects. Think about every single project out there that comes out that's got reflections. Where are they going to go first? They're going to go to Terrarium, and Terrarium will become the de facto exchange for definitely community tokens and any token that has reflections. I'm like, holy shit, yes, I love that.
Did y'all see that screenshot floating around that they're in talks with CVC Terrarium?
I did not see that. That doesn't surprise me. And I know CVC launches the 1st, right? We still on for the 1st, right?
No, tomorrow.
Is it
The 30th.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And so let me pull this. So add to stream. Yeah, we're talking about CoinView Cap. Let me pull up. Liddy was on here with me yesterday, and I was trying to pull up their DEX tools, and I was like, "Why is it not coming up?" And I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute, you dumbass! They're not even launched yet." You know.
Yeah, CVC.
Hold on just a minute. Yeah, so we're talking about CVC as CoinView Cap, guys, and so again, so legal. Thanks for bringing that up. So basically, CoinView Cap is launching tomorrow. Oh, there we go. Let me. Yeah. Oh, you did your. Now he's on camera. Hey, King just docs to us all. That's really
Let's
cool.
go.
Yeah.
No, I've been. No, I was driving. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I break enough rules. I don't need to be having.
So at CoinView Cap launching tomorrow, we all know their big thing. What they're trying to solve is accurate representation of market cap. I mean, that's a big technical challenge to. And I know I always use the example of like Saitama back in the day when they were $4 billion market cap. They would have been a top. I mean, hell, man, they would have been a top what 20, 30, 40 crypto, and that would have changed the dynamic. You know.
And here's what I say now. And I'm just being honest. I didn't get into the pre-sale, but honestly, from like an outside perspective, I like what they're offering and what they're doing. But now they actually have the funding and the money where I think they need to do a facelift to the website, as well as they've been saying they're going to buy their own servers. So I think those are two things they need to do: is get their own servers, as well as do a massive facelift on the website.
I agree, but that's also what Keith said. One of the main things, right, King? Keith had said that one of the main things was to do the facelift. That's he did come out and say that. So I agree. And the other thing I know is that it's the page doesn't have to. You don't have to refresh the page. That the page is updating itself. That's one of the things that they're wanting to do. All right, cool. Let me see if I got any other thing. Oh yeah, somebody's bringing this up. Austin, Texas poker. Yeah, that whole what we talked about yesterday. That I can't. Nobody was allowed to play poker with me because I'm named after a city. You know, that's funny as hell. Hold on. Here we go. Liddy, back to Asuna. So Asuna token has released NFTs and they have merchandise coming. The dev will be going live with Sandstorm next Monday. There you go.
Okay,
I mean, so
go.
there's an NFT drop coming, and that chart, we still have it. There's your chart. So kind of back, right, Liddy, to that point. It's like, man, if that big NFT, this might be a good time to buy per your due diligence. Check it out, make sure it's right for you, etc.
When did that launch?
Oh man, Asuna's been out.
I think I've heard of that before.
Yeah, they launched back in October. So
wow.
Yeah, so Muhammad dropped in. He gave me a super chat. Thanks for the super chat, by the way. And then we had that spike. Obviously, we had a little bit of a sell off, and then they just had this. Liddy and I talked a lot about this, about how this is not necessarily a bad thing. Where you've got this kind of long period of consolidation, but you got to go do your due diligence, jump into Telegram, see what they're going on, see what they're talking about. Are they active? Are the devs out there? You've had a lot of, I mean, here's one thing I would say, Liddy, I want your opinion. I mean, for this straight line scenario, but look at the timelines, November, December, January, actually some pretty overall bad times in crypto with all of the macroeconomic things going on, So it's held up, King, are you aware of Asuna? He's got me muted.
I am not.
Yeah,
I have not.
Yeah, this is one we had a super chat, so we've been talking about it. We've been using it kind of like as a teaching tool as well. So thanks for the legal. Have you heard of Asuna?
I've only heard of it in passing, the name. But honestly, I heard about it when I was kind of staying away from all the Inu craze. I was like, okay, this is happening too much. That's kind of biased, so I probably should have done my due diligence.
Hey Austin, don't let legal alien fool you, bro. When it comes to the latest on news, this guy is on it faster than our local news channels, man.
Well, then you need to give I'm just going to give you my direct text message, and you can just, I'll wake up and you'll have a briefing. I'll have my legal. Oh, this is all right. Legal says this, and I'm just going to put it up to the screen and go, all right, this is my video. Legal said this. All right. We're out.
Right. You need researching, hit up LA because he will research the hell out of some shit.
There you go. Hey, where are you? What part of the country are you in, Legal?
Me? I'm in the great state of Texas, man. Best country in North America.
I am too. Where are you at?
I am in Southwest Houston, sir. How about yourself?
Dallas area. Yeah.
Okay.
Southwest Houston. Man, my dad used to live down there back in the day. And I remember one of the things I always loved about Houston was, you'd be driving along and it'd be like a grocery store, and then there's like an industrial complex right there. Like, what the hell is this? Because there's no zoning. It's weird to see it, man.
Yeah, it's
Weird
still
to
like
see it.
Hold on.
What's
You
up,
can't
bro?
say it's the great state. There's
No, it's
Oh.
the best. No. It's the best country in North America.
country.
Yeah,
Oh,
get you
wow.
some.
I like that.
There it is.
Obviously.
King,
Whoever
where are you at, King?
I'm up in Minnesota, but
Minnesota.
I stay between here and LA.
I got you.
I
Hey,
go
Liddy,
we're in LA.
Liddy, where are you at?
See, man, all you guys in these big states, popping states, man, I don't even want to tell you, man, because people will be like, "You're in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska."
When I think of Nebraska,
Yes.
all I think about is snow. Like, holy shit, it's cold. That's it. That's
Yes,
all I got.
yes, people. There's a lot of people like me that here in Omaha, Nebraska. Trust me, guys.
What were you saying, King? What'd you say, King?
So I think of cornfields when I think of Nebraska.
See what I mean?
Yeah,
Corny
Go
shit,
Huskers.
man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, everybody thinks that legal with the cowboy hat. Everybody thinks that A, we all wear cowboy hats. B, we all drive trucks, which is some semblance of truth. C, we all have horses like in our backyard, and D, we all have oil wells. That's literally
And
like
love barbecue. Don't forget the barbecue.
Well, we do have barbecue.
most of that is true, honestly.
A lot of that's
For me, it's most of that is true.
a lot of that's true.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. When I was this the last time, God rest my brother's soul. He's not here no more. But we were
Rest
on
in
a road
peace.
trip.
Oh man.
For everybody I met, either worked on one the oil fields or two was a soybean farmer.
Oh, yeah. Depends on what part of Texas you're in, but yes, that's true. Yeah, there is some truth in that.
Hey, man, I will have to give props to Omaha, Nebraska for one thing they did. They created Kool-Aid, okay? So I got to give them their props, man.
I didn't know that.
They created Kool-Aid, bro. So.
Oh, there you go. All right.
They did?
Yeah, bro.
Drop the
Look,
mic,
that's
walk off stage, right? That's all you got to say, right? All right. That's funny as hell. All right. Somebody, y'all hit the like button. We need to get to 175 likes. Come on, let's get this up. We got some good stuff. Okay. So, King, I'm going to put you on the spot, and then I'm going to go around. So what's a crypto you like right now? Just off the top of your head.
I mean, one crypto that I'm heavily invested in, and I've been doing some advisory work. A good friend of mine, he started GOAT token.
I'm
GOAT
glad
is
you brought
something
that up. Okay, so is that on Dex Tools? Let me pull it up. Obviously.
Yep, you have to put G.O.A.
G.O.A. Oh crap!
A.T.
God, I can't spell today. Let me see if it finds it.
That's like the best
there-
word over the
there it
past
is.
5 years, I swear.
There it is. Goat token. All right, so tell me about this one, man. What's Goat all about?
So, Chris Kelly, the lead dev over there, is obviously has a corporate background. And Foley Doc's team over there, some great individuals. Michael Laley, another good individual. He's actually a dev on GOAT as well as Heroes, which is a charity-based token. But what they're doing over there is they understand, that there's a big gap between real-world utility and DeFi right now.
Okay.
And they've been working to try to be that bridge between corporations and crypto. They do have a major partnership that will be coming out very soon with a multi-billion-dollar company. They're going to it's going to be like a true partnership. So they're not only going to, be partners, they're going to go out and build an educational platform, like a true, unique educational platform for, all people, not just people newly coming into crypto, but also that have been around, because we know this space is consistently and constantly changing, as well as building a co-branded metaverse.
Okay.
This company is a multi-billion-dollar company, one of the biggest resellers in sneakers, as well as high fashion apparel. They have multiple, partnerships with like Gucci, Versace, Alexander McQueen. The great thing about this partnership, I think, is that this partner company that they're partnered with has over 30 million active users around the world. So in over 100 countries. That's just massive. And their main demographic is 18 to 33-year-olds, males, which happens to be the major demographic here in crypto, as well as that they're going to be running their payments through GOAT token. So
Got
GOAT
it.
will be the new medium on all their platforms, which will obviously be huge because I think they're projected to do about $200 million in revenue this year. So
Wow.
if they can get $200 million to run through this token, I mean that'll be a game changer in itself.
That's pretty cool, dude. I had seen some stuff around about it, but you just definitely gave me some information I didn't have. So yeah, that's cool. Thanks for the shout out. So there you go, guys. Y'all go check out Goat, maybe and run it through your own due diligence, see if it's something you like.
And I will say this:
Go ahead, King.
they did privately announce their partner last night to their community. Privately is recorded in their Telegram. They did privately do it to their community, but it will be coming out. I know Chris has a meeting tomorrow with the partner company and the marketing team to finalize how they're going to release this massively and market it.
Cool. Thanks, man. Cool. All right, Legal. What do you like right now? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm sure you've had it mentioned on your show, man, but I don't think it gets enough love. CVT, man, crypto.
Good job, Legal.
CVT?
Yes, sir. Has anyone dropped it on your show, man?
No, Crypto Vault. So wait a minute.
Good job, Legal.
So obviously, which one is it? Crypto or Corvette?
It's hold on, let me maximize
Vault?
this here. Yes, sir. That's the correct one right there.
BNB. Make sure it's on BNB. Okay, good job.
Yes,
It is
sir.
on
No, that's the right
BNB.
one.
Man, you got Liddy excited over there. He woke up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Hey,
That's
I
a great
love.
project.
I ain't gonna lie, Legal. This is a great project and great individuals behind it. I love CVT. I'm a whale in it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I hold
I'm
a big
a
bag in
mini
it.
whale, like an orca, or a manatee.
What's a manatee?
I'm a hammerhead. Shit.
I'm a mini. So then what would King be? Like what? Like what's the big one, the huge whale that's like
He's
what's-
Moby Dick, bro.
Oh,
Loch Ness. I need a Loch Ness, man.
That's
Loch Ness.
multi. There's multi. There's
I
so
always
much I
say
can do with
this:
that.
is alien. Just explain to him why that chart looks like that, and
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
him
So,
what
so Alien go.
So-
So okay, hold on first. What is CV? Give me real quickly. What's the utility? What do they do? And then go from there.
Crypto Vault, man. So their main utility came out before it launched. They were, I mean, to my knowledge, the first ever project to have a utility before the actual release of the token. Now, what their main thing is, as you see there, it's a #1 crypto certificate issuer. So you can lock up, I think as of now, last time I checked, it was like Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB. I know they just partnered with Shinja, Shibnobi, and then Dogecoin. I know they have several coins in the works too.
Okay.
And you actually get an actual certificate. And the person you send it to, you can set a time lock. I think the minimum is like a day, all the way up to 15 years. And I know they are planning on expanding that platform. And then another exciting thing about this, if anyone didn't know here, their main developer was actually the guy behind Shiba Swap.
Okay, hold on. I want to come back to this. So, CVT wasn't on my radar. I'd heard about it, but I didn't know this right here. To me, this is like you said. So I'm going to read this. Is that so? Just like giving gift cards or savings bonds are standard today, offering crypto certificates will be the norm in a few years. Now you can send an NFT or crypto certificate as a gift to a child or loved one safely and securely. So to make sure I'm following this, like I could go put $1,000 in Bitcoin, right? And then I basically use CVT, and I could say I could gift that to anybody, and say in a year or 2 years, whatever I set, up to 15 years, then you basically can cash this in, and you can redeem whatever the value of that Bitcoin investment is at that point in time.
Facts.
Correct. It's pretty much
That's
just
cool.
like a CD.
Yeah, this is cool. I mean, like you see this all the time, like people giving like bonds and things like that at like weddings and different, obviously big events in people's lives. This is cool. I didn't know. I actually honestly didn't know that's what they did. This is cool as hell.
And they're going to be doing it with NFTs as well.
Okay.
They're
And
on
then,
Doja Swap too, man.
What was that?
Oh yeah, they just got
yeah.
on Doja Swap.
And so now back to you where you're saying it legally. You said the guy or the people, the team behind CVT was the original people who created for Shiba, but they created Shiba Swap.
The lead dev on the CVT team is I forgot his name, man. I think it's somewhere on the website if you scroll down there. But he was the guy who ended up
Is that Crypto
fixing
D,
Shiba
bro?
Swap. What's up?
Crypto D, maybe?
No.
He's not the lead?
Daniel?
Right. No, Navdeep. Navdeep Garg.
Okay.
Was it Daniel Yeager?
No, right below him. Navdeep.
Navdeep. Sorry about that. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Very cool, man. This is
And
interesting.
then if you go to the chart,
Yep.
they actually released. So what happened there was Pink Sale actually keeps an allocation of tokens. So that's how they launched. They had a pre-sale on Pink Sale.
Okay.
And are you familiar with Pink Sale?
I am. Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. So apparently, yeah, they keep an allocation of tokens, and that whole time you can see there, they've been selling that whole time. I think to the tune of, if I remember correctly, 6.5 billion tokens, which is, if you look at how much tokens they actually have, that's a lot for the actual platform. Yeah. So that's what happened, and they negotiated a buyback. So the floor is set. It's a beautiful, of course, not financial advice. It's a beautiful entry point right now, though.
No, I mean, absolutely. And I mean, I'm looking at market cap, dude. I'm looking at market cap of 4.2, and I mean, that's a really, really healthy liquidity ratio. You know,
and
I mean,
I don't even think that's the fully diluted one.
Okay. Yep. Interesting. And I mean, holders is 3,700, and so like back to what you're saying. So again, so what? Put some here. Hold on a minute. I want to go back to this. So this pre-sale sold out. That's about the pre-sale for the token, right? It's not a
Correct.
pre-sale for these certificate issues.
No. That's already fully out and functioning.
Okay.
You can go ahead, if you like send certificate, you'd have to create a login, but that's already functioning. So it's sent. You use it with an email and phone number, and then once you want it to unlock, you get the email, you get a text verification, and that's how they go ahead and unlock the funds. And they can track it too, because there's a QR code that's generated on the certificate. Whoever is the receiver of it can scan it, and it'll give you the real-time value of their crypto certificate.
I will say this.
This is cool. Go ahead, King.
The guy behind him, Mr. Hardy, Daryl Hardy, is a very good friend of mine. He's highly respected in the industry. He's an extremely successful businessman. And you know, they wanted to create something where day one they didn't have no roadmap or no vision. They had their product ready for their consumer day one, as well as they've been partnering with a few projects that are already on their platform. They announced Shiba. Shiba's available on their platform. They announced that last week.
Oh, that's right.
As well as Goat is available on their platform now, and I believe a few other tokens they've brought over there.
LF Goat.
So they have to, I mean, to that point, King, right, and legal, they literally kind of have to go out and I guess cut. I don't want to call them deals, but partnerships with these individual tokens. Is that an accurate representation of that deal? To be able to do like Shiba Inu, to be able to do like, you know, like Goat. I mean, to be able to do the certificates. Is that how it works?
Yeah. There's an application on their website.
Oh, okay. I got you. And obviously we'll have more and more adoption as we roll along, you know. So I mean,
these are patent pending. So like this is what's unique about it, is that what they created does have patents.
That's really cool. And they launched approximately about 18 days ago. And so
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah, but to your point, legal, I mean, that's, you know, it's a good looking chart, and, you know, some things are coming. So really it's now we're looking at just more adoption of additional projects to come online and things like that. Really cool.
That's right, man. And real quick, I just wanted to shout out my boy Alpha Male saying morning to us here. That's our boy there, man. Good morning, Alpha.
All right, Liddy, you're up, man.
Man, before I even get on the charts, just listening to you guys explain CVT to me in a different viewpoint just opened my eyes up even further. Imagine the US dollar is equivalent to the United States currency, right? Imagine the crypto vault certificates being equivalent to paper money. Because think about it. Let's say you put 1,000 in Shiba today, and next month you double your money. Yep. And Shiba is acceptable in certain stores now. It starts getting more adopted. Think about this, like Bitcoin. You could, okay, never mind Shiba. Let's say Bitcoin. You do this with Bitcoin. Isn't this technically like going to the store with $1 or $100 bill? Isn't that equivalent? You see what I'm trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to follow you, but I mean, to me, I think of this almost again. It's in a lockup period, right? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I guess maybe I'm misunderstanding. What you're
the lockup period you would deter you from.
Yeah. I mean, this
I
is
think
more
of
of like again, like instead of I'm trying to think of like it's a bond, like it's like a savings bond.
savings bond. Yeah.
I mean, right? Am I? That's I got to be thinking.
100% correct.
Never mind, guys.
And
My
they
mind just went everywhere
Yeah,
with it.
I mean, it's got
But-
it's got a term date, but you define
But to-
that term date,
But to Liddy's point, they are launching the CBT Bank.
which is what, King?
What?
I don't got the full details on it, but I know it's on their website. There's a link to it.
Oh,
But they are going to be launching CBT Bank.
Well, let's
So
see
maybe
if we can.
maybe my wishes will come true.
Let me see if I can find this. Those are cool NFTs. Vault,
Oh yeah, they do have those NFT coming. Those NFT collection coming too.
That's actually cool.
People just walking around with certificates. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just swipe the QR code. Like, that's
Just imagine if you put like $100 in Bitcoin 10 years ago in one of these.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Right.
come on, let's just not even. That's just. Let's not even. Let's just not even go there, right? I mean,
Hey, don't make your wife or girlfriend mad because she's burning it.
yeah.
It kind of
yeah.
is it safer than a traditional like wallet? And like if I wanted to say put tokens away for my kids or something until they're 18, like I wanted to buy a certain amount of Bitcoin or Ethereum or one of the blue chips, if you feel safer about that, and then lock it away till maybe my kid was 18. It might be worth $1,000 today, but by the time they're 18, it could be worth a lot more.
Well, and I think kind of like what I like. Here's what I would say. I think you bring up a really good point, King. It's like I mean, the fact that they have a certificate, so you can print that off and literally stick it like in a safety deposit box or a vault, not a vault, but like a safe or something. But you got to make somebody aware because 15 years from now, when your kid is 18 in this scenario, whatever it may be, right? You just got to remember that, hey, we've got that asset, and we need to go. We need to remember that. That's the only issue you've got in something like this. Not an issue is not even the right word. You just got to. It's got to be. You got to make people got to remember it. But I think to your point, what's the other alternative? I mean, literally, hey, Johnny, I've got money in a MetaMask wallet over here for you, a Bitcoin, and here's the 15 secret codes you need to get into it. I mean, this is a good, to me, it's a good solution, and that especially from a gifting standpoint, and it has a certificate and all those kind of things. So, it's really cool. All right, Liddy, you're still on. What's your pick?
Yeah, man.
What do you like? What do you want to talk about?
There's two.
You're only limited to one. Come on.
All right.
Come on. You got one.
I'm trying to figure out which one I want to talk about because there's two big ones, and let's do it, man. Let's pull up the Shibtoro charts, man. Let's check this out.
Oh, we got to talk about Shibtoro.
Let's do it. Gotta
Yeah,
show
the
some
game's
love.
pretty fun, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
What was that?
The game, the Shibtoro game.
It is fun. Liddy asked me yesterday if I got in on the $5,000 poker tournament the other day. I'm like, well, no, I might as well just showed up and said, here's not, I suck. I'm all in on hand one, like here you
It's
go.
your name, Austin. It's just your name, bro.
Yeah. Oh, well, there is that, right? So go ahead, Liddy. What do you want to talk about Shibtoro? And everybody, just full disclosure, everybody knows I have a partnership with these guys. I love what they're doing. I love their charitable aspect. I love everything they're doing. The community with these poker tournaments and everything they're doing is just cool. It's some of the stuff that they're doing, and I know they've got more stuff coming.
Guys, play the Shibtoro game too, like Flappy Birds. Yeah, you'd be trying to beat that like for weeks, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it actually pissed me off when I was trying to do it. I was like, man, I suck at this. I kept running into the wall and stuff. I'm like, well, that's just irritating. But there's a lot of people like that. They'll sit there and play it for hours.
Trying to beat it, man.
Oh shit, man.
What was your highest, man? What's your highest?
This thing just went. This whole broadcast just went to hell. Here we go, man. Mr.
Z-Man.
Mr. Pitbull himself's in the house.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I got something for you.
Who's got some for what?
Real quick, I know.
Bro.
Shit.
I don't want a strike to go on Austin or nothing.
Oh man.
Hey, I did get a copyright strike on that deal.
No way.
I did yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah,
I woke
that
up-
surprised me.
I got hit on it. I mean, it's whatever. It's cutting out right now. It's still processing the video. So I got the email. I was like, oh shit. Yep.
Just go
What
turn
about-
monetization off and all that
Do
shit.
you know if Rodney got it or no?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. It's good now. It's back up and running now. It's monetization's back on, so it's fine. But
Yeah. All right. So Liddy, you're still on. Zach, so I'm gonna give you a primer. You get one project to talk about that you like. So put your big brain around that. So Liddy,
Ooh.
what you Shibtoro, go.
All right, let me knock it out. So, guys, Shibtoro. Poker games, Shibtoro games. Man, the community, the building, the devs. I've never been in an organization to where the devs are active and we're able to talk to them as if they're just a normal investor in the project, which they are. But anyways, it's amazing. It's amazing. We have a huge backing with some very reliable people that are fighting to keep everything pushing, which they are. I'm showing the charts, man, on a technical analysis basis. As you can see, prices hit 50% every time. That's also a great buying view. You can see that. Let's check this out. There's a W. Always W's.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Liddy. We were showing my screen. Now you're live. Sorry about that. Go.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Good,
double
good.
bottom, bro?
You see it, bro. You see it.
Let's
So,
go.
Look at that. 50% is bouncing off once. Boom. What I always tell you guys, that second drop has to be higher than the first drop. Let me take this fib out. All right. Guess what? Is it higher than the first drop? Yes. Never broke it. That's a huge buying signal. It's on the floor. It's going up. So, guys, I've made so much money just being in the community. Like, dead ass, guys. Like, this dead ass. I've never seen a community like this. So, everybody that has heard about Shibtoro, give it a chance. Go in the Telegram groups. Listen to the voice chats. Listen to the people running stuff. I'm telling you, you won't regret it.
So you're saying buy Shibtoro, not investing advice.
Both. Hey,
Yes
both.
and- yes and
both
yes.
of them.
Yeah. Yes, and yes.
Yes,
All right,
man.
cool.
All right. So
Man, I
March
love that you just whip up a chart like, hey, here it is, buy double golden opportunity and this that. So yeah, that's cool, man. All right,
Only
so
when I
let
see
me-
it, boss. Only when I see it.
I know, man. So let me go back here. Yep. All right. So Zach, who do you like right now, bub?
oh man, I only pick one.
One. Uno mas. Uno. Not Uno mas.
And
Uno.
Shibtoro's already taken.
Yeah.
Did you already say Apollo?
We did not do Apollo. You know what? It's relevant to talk about Apollo. So let's talk about Apollo. Before you get to go, I want to say something about Apollo. It was interesting to watch Apollo yesterday, and I want to see the dip
Got down to about like 6.6 when I was live on stream.
Yeah, so I might be stealing a little bit of your thunder, but one thing I want to kind of get out in front of on Apollo is, we saw that approximately 31% dip yesterday. I don't know if it went below that, and I immediately looked at it and kind of went, "What the hell?" And I, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it was people pulling money out of Apollo to go chase Saitama and things of that nature. I'm not saying anything bad about Saitama and that. I'm just saying it was people chasing candles. I mean, what's your opinion on that, Zach, and then everybody else can jump in on that as well.
100%, dude. And I looked at 3 separate transactions. They were both, all 3, 20 plus ETH cells yesterday, and they all held tons of Saitama too. So that shows me that they're going in and out of different assets. I mean, we see the same thing with Terrarium.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Volt Inu was another one. A lot of Saitama whales jumped ship there when they were riding that wave. It happens all the time. And I said this on the live stream, and then I'll get to why I like Apollo. It happens all the time. And this is what you got to remember. This is why you shouldn't be an emotional investor. Because do you think those guys are emotional investors? Do you think they care about hanging out in a Twitter space and talking shit? They don't care. They care about making money.
Facts.
They care about winning. And yesterday, where you won was hopping on that Saitama train, and hopefully they got out in time because it's come back down a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But that's it, man. I mean, that's what they care about. They're in and out of stuff all the time. They're making money. That's their focus. And people don't like to hear that, but that's what it is, you know? But Apollo, in terms of the long-term future, love it. I mean, we don't even have a working product out yet. Already over $100 million market cap. The DAO's supposed to come out in mid-April. It's already got over $4 million in it. And that money is going to be allocated to help creative people. I think this is really what's going to happen. I mean, already 4,000 holders, I think.
4,800, yeah,
4,800, almost 5. So here's what I think is going to happen, man. I think once this really gets out and creative people alike start talking to other creative people and their friends, what's going to happen? You're going to have an organic marketing event, right? Well, hey, if you want to look what just happened to me. I just got funded $6,000, let's just say, for example, right? But here's the thing: you can do it too, but you got to hold Apollo. So
I'm glad you said that because because what I wanted to put some meat on. We both read that white paper, which was amazing, by the way, the Apollo's white paper. But what I loved was that one little line that, like, let's say I'm a creator, right, and I'm in that weekly contest. Well, for people to get the most votes, to vote, you have to hold Apollo. So it's like, hey, mom, dad, hey,
right,
sister, friends, and I think that was a stroke of, frankly, smart contract genius that they did that to vote. You have to hold Apollo. I thought that was amazing.
100%. I mean, we can go on and on. I mean, 3 exchanges in a month. I mean, when does that happen in the community coin space? 3 exchanges in 30 days. And they're talking to 2 or 3 others right now. And you can follow all that. Part of the reason why I love Apollo too is their transparency. They've got a Trello board. When you click roadmap on their website, it takes you right into what they're doing. It's a peek behind the curtain, and Matt's there every single day updating and moving things over. Okay, this is moving from next up to already accomplished, and so on and so forth. And yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to it. I think the best days are still ahead of it by far. We don't even have a product yet. Can't wait to see that DAO come out. And that's what I've got on Apollo. I could talk more about it, but shout out to Muhammad in the chat. He was one of the winners of the $500 giveaway.
Muhammad was?
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
I got to look at this. King, I mean, what King? King's just trying to buy friends. That's all he's trying to do. He's throwing money at us. He's trying to buy friends. And of course, King, I'm kidding. But man, you didn't have to do what the hell? Why are you doing this? Now you make me
I do this, everybody knows me. I do this for everybody, like I'm here to, help spread the message of DeFi. I love crypto. I've reached that pinnacle of, financial stability in my life through DeFi. So now I just take my time and my days to help others.
Well, tell you what we'll do, man. Whenever we all can get together, like I wish I was going to Bitcoin Miami. I'm not. I got a family thing, but my point to you is that I'll buy the first round or a couple of rounds. What you'll need to do though, King, is you'll need to remind me of and everybody else, Legal, Liddy, and oh, by the way, we got Hobbs coming on. Welcome, Hobbs. So
what up,
we're drinking Johnny Walker Blue Label. If
that's what I'm saying. Like King, y'all be sliding up to me, guys. Hey, you remember you said on that live stream that one time when King gave you like $200? You're buying the rounds, man. I mean, I'm happy to do that. So
I'll say this though. I know that we've been talking about having a get together, and I told everybody I'd be willing to buy or pay for the mansion Airbnb we're going to need for all these great, influencers and YouTubers. I think that's something we need to make happen in these next few months.
I agree.
We need to do that.
I'll go in with you, Kings, on that too.
I mean,
I'd love to, man.
Yeah. Dude, I did that one time, years ago. I did a deal where we rented an Airbnb in San Diego, man, and we were up on the side of the mountain, looking the ocean. It was cool as hell. I've been talking about that, and we need to do that. We need to get together.
Speaking of San Diego, I am going to be there in a couple weeks. Mr. Burt, Shane, Legal, Alpha, they're all going to be down there, so it'll be a great time. They're having
what are y'all going to San Diego for?
There's a Web3 NFT convention.
Let's go.
Might have to
pump it up.
Might have to check that out, man. All right, so we've been hiding Hobbs here. Hobbs, welcome, man. How are you, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? How y'all doing?
Good,
fantastic,
man.
Good.
Welcome to
y'all up early, man. With the West Coast, over here on the West Coast, you know, I saw 7 a.m. I said, man, my family just waking up. They'll kill me. I jump on this daggone mic that early.
Yeah, that's the only problem, man. I was out in Palm Springs for my kid had a lacrosse tournament, and I felt like I was always
Behind
a
the
little out of
curve,
sync,
yeah.
man. You know, I was just, you know, like Zach's like 3 hours ahead of me. I'm like, he's already like done with his day, and I'm waking up. I'm like, what's going on? You know, like,
Well, I'm moving to Kansas at the end of the summer, so I'll be back.
Ooh.
I'll be back to regular time zones because this West Coast stuff I feel lazy by the time I get on the mic and everybody's like, you know, they didn't have their coffee, they ready to go to lunch, and I'm just like,
you're barely getting
it up.
barely.
But I heard you guys talking about Apollo, man. Like that Trello, you know, I had He Not Crypto on my channel about 2-3 days ago, sometime last week.
That was a great interview too, by the way, Hobbs. I watched that.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, brother. I got Rodney on today, so you know that's gonna be
Let's
a good
go.
one.
Hey, Hobbs, can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Can you take
sir.
just like literally write down tick marks every time he says fuck? I want to have a tick mark counter. Of like
Okay. You know what? I'll have one of my moderators do it, man.
Seriously, I want a number. I want a number because I went on a stream with him like within 4 minutes he had said fuck like 45 times. I'm like, Jesus, man.
Hey, Hobbs, I got a special rule for you, bro. You gotta take a shot on the stream every time he says, "God damn."
No, I won't be able to finish the stream if I do that.
Yeah, no.
But so I had Enoch on the show, man, and he put me on to this Trello.com. That's the Apollo Inu. And it reminded me, you know, I was in the Navy for 13 years, and I used to be stationed with the Marines, and they use this thing called the 30-60-90, right? It was a planning system where they looked 30 days in the future, 60 days in the future, and 90 days in the future. And they always had all of the training, all the upcoming trainings, and then they would post when things were completed. This Trello.com is like a spitting image of that. And I love this thing, man. I'm not investing in Apollo Inu yet, but I'm watching the chart so I can get me a good entry point because I'm definitely getting in this thing. I really love how transparent
what I would tell you, Hobbs. I mean, here's what I would tell you. I mean, it's not a real huge secret. I was early into Apollo. Zach was too. We know Matt, the guy behind this, Matt Johnson. I mean, probably one of the smartest guys that I know, and how he's running this business, transparency. I would tell you, not investing advice. I would tell you right here in this range that you see, the 7-8 range. Definitely not a bad entry point. And what you're seeing is kind of the leftovers of what we talked about yesterday, right? Where people were jumping out of Apollo to jump into Saitama, et cetera. Right. Zach's shaking his head. He knows what I'm saying. Like right now in this 7-8, you know, in this range, it's not a bad because their DAO's coming out in about 2-3 weeks, give or take. And all that's when it's really going to pop as far as all the community voting and all that stuff. So it's going live, you know, approximately then. So just again, FYI. So.
Well, you know, I'm a chart watcher. So, you know, I've seen it in the high. I've seen it add that or get rid of that 0. And I've seen it in 9s. Now I'm seeing it in the 8s. And I'm like, okay, I like this support right about here. Yep. What's this range right here? I want it to come down just a little bit more if I'm being honest. But, you know, I might nibble a little bit right here. I want it to come down to the 70 range. I wanted it 7-0. That's where I wanted it.
Yeah. Hobbs, yesterday on stream, it got as low as the 6-6, and literally, I went off the screen for like 3 minutes. And
just to go buy some?
No, I should have, but I just popped off and like went and looked over at something else.
You're
then
right.
I came back down. I came back over, and it was back up, and I mean, you could see the buys that came in right when it dipped down in there, like 6-6. It came back up over the 7s quick.
But Zach, from a technical standpoint, if you look back to around March 13th, from like March 12th to about March 14th, there's a huge consolidation level at 70 cents. So it makes sense that it only touched 66 for a little bit, only to pop back up to that level of support and then bounce off that level of support. Yeah. So that from a charting standpoint, that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and it was a real interesting anomaly kind of to watch and to kind of see how it was all playing out. And then you saw literally the percentages going back and forth. Like you saw Saitama up, and then you started kind of seeing them equalizing and coming back into line. You know, it was very interesting to kind of, again, to your point, to watch that stuff. So, Zach, that was yours. Go ahead, Hobbs. What?
No, I was just saying they're all kind of playing off each other. It's like the same investors are going from Saitama to if Saitama goes up, Terra drops.
Yeah.
Saitama goes up, Terra and Apollo take a dip. Saitama comes back down after the news is like yesterday was a buy the rumor, sell the news, and see if it holds. Well, it ran all the way to 17. It really couldn't get support there. Now it's back to the 15. So now the other, the Apollos of the world and the Terras of the world are starting to get a little bit of a pump. So it's always interesting.
So Hobbs, it's your turn. I'm texting my wife back something. So everybody got to talk about one crypto. So what's yours that you want to talk about?
Well, it's not going to be in the meme coin space, but it's well, dang, I got two. Do I have to talk about a crypto?
No, that's what I was thinking.
You got one. That's all.
I told you, Austin. I told you.
Do I get to talk about a crypto that is out, or do I get to talk about a crypto that's up and coming?
It's your choice, man. But you only get one, so you gotta, it's what you got. You got one.
All right.
Full disclosure, Hobbs already called CVT.
All right. Well, I was about to say what was covered.
CVC, CVT, Apollo. What was King had Goat, and I think that's
Liddy
it.
had Shiptora.
And
There you go. Lydia had Shiptora.
Well, I'll tell you about this token that I just did a video on. It's called Pixel. I did the video for free. It's not a paid promotion or anything like that.
Is it out yet?
No, it's not out, but they're working on getting right now they're taking whitelists, right? I'll send you the
Is it over on Twitter?
Yeah, it's on Twitter. Pixul.
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling them up. Pixel. Yep, this one. They follow me. Hey, I'll follow them back. Okay.
There you go. So they have a whitelist sale coming up. You basically go to their Telegram. You have to retweet their post or something like that, and then save the link. Yeah. And then they haven't announced when the white sale is going to be yet because they're still working out some of the details, but they did announce the prices. The buy-ins are like minimum of 0.25 ETH, but I really like this token. So basically they do a bunch of things. They do NFT marketplace and they do some other stuff, but the thing that intrigued me about it was the point of sale. So the POS system is, if you guys are familiar with Square, you're familiar with the restaurant point of sales, it doesn't just swipe your card and, you can pay, but it also does inventory and all that type of stuff for your businesses. But it does it while accepting DeFi, right? You can connect your wallet to it, and you can actually use the blockchain as a point of sale system like that, right? So I thought that was cool. But then I looked at the tokenomics. The tokenomics on this thing, if you open up the white paper, you go up to the top, Austin, and you go to documents. Documents.
Yeah.
And then click on view the white paper, and then just scroll down to the tokenomics.
Okay.
The tokenomics on this thing was very interesting to me because the first thing that shot out to me, scroll down a little bit.
Tokenomics are on page 11.
I think it's like 11. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 11. Oh, here we go. Right. Is that it?
No, there's a pie chart.
Page 11. There it is. Okay, go. There you go.
So there's like 750 million circulating supply, which is really low, right?
Yeah.
That's always intriguing. They do have like some previous investors, but they're only allocated like 0.15% of the pre-sale launch. So that's not much. So that doesn't really work. That's
again, I'm assuming that's the TCC airdrop.
Yeah. So if you look at the roadmap, this is a relaunch, but I think that the tokenomics actually make sense. And the biggest thing that stood out is there's no buy and sell tax, right? Buy, sell, transfer. There's no taxes whatsoever.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my ears perked up on it too. There's 45% allocated to the pre-sale and the white sale. To the white paper. Whitelist and pre-sale, and then I think the opening price is supposed to be like 0.005. But I always take things grand scale, right? So I took this, I read it, and I said, well, what about the POS system? Like what kind of business is that? So I went to Google and I was like, how much is this market worth?
Oh, it's billion.
The POS market is $62.2 billion market industry.
Woo!
And it's projected to be in 2016, 122 billion. So I was like, well, how much of that is DeFi? You look at the top 10 POS systems and none of them have DeFi. Like some of them, very minimal amounts, they accept the Bitcoins and maybe Ethereum, right? But none of them are accepting DeFi. So if they could tap into, 1% of this space and they're opening up at $1 million market cap, they tap into 1% of 62 billion. I don't even know the math of that, but
that's a lot.
You're looking at, you know what I mean? Like you're looking at an untapped resource is the way I looked at it. So I made a video. I tagged them in the video. They said they liked it. So I'm going to be following this thing. Again, nothing's for sure. Everything obviously is just an idea, but this was an intriguing one for me. So I wanted to definitely cover it if I had to pick one to cover.
So
620 million.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I think it was King just jumped in, or was it King or no? Legal. That was you.
No,
Right?
that was legal. 620 million. So if you're at $1 million market cap at open, you get in at the pre-sale. We go up to 620 million. What's that? $1, $2 price? You know, it's like 1,000x. So
that's insane.
I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued too.
Me too, bro.
Listen, man, I made a video on it. You guys, like, don't be trying to steal it because I was the first one to cover it. So I want them. I want to do an AMA, and I got some questions from them because there are some negatives that I have some questions, and I actually know the team, which is I know a couple people on the team, and you guys do too. Tangi, if you go down to if you go back to the original page and you go down to get to know us.
Hold on. Hold on. About us.
And then click on Pixel. Pick on Pixel.
Sorry. Thank you.
The word Pixel. There you go.
Keep going.
And then scroll all the way down to the bottom, I think.
Yeah, the team. Oh, there we go.
So that is Tangi right there. She is she's an influencer. Her channel is the Shilling Station. Tangi from Dallas. The Shilling Station, and her other channel was Beyond the Mic. I actually did an interview with her. I came on her show and did her Beyond the Mic. And then the guy at the bottom, that's Terry. That's that guy. If you guys don't know that guy, he's like in everybody's chat, right? He's like the liaison. So, not only, is the rest of the team docs, but I mean, these guys are definitely docs because we know them in the community. So I don't think that that's a reason to invest, but it's also an intriguing part of it. So the big question I have on the negative side is what would be the vesting period for investors, and then why is liquidity only locked for like 3 or 6 months on the white paper? So if I get them in on the AMA, I got a few questions that I've already formed for them. So
yeah, and to your point, I mean, in tokenomics, there's no buy side tax, no sell side tax. You said that, right?
Yeah. And
so my question is, we all know how this game is played. How are they going to fund future development? I mean, how are they going to fund future marketing?
It's in the tokenomics. I think that they have I'm pretty sure the tokenomics covered a marketing section or something like that.
There was a marketing, yeah. So they've got some type of a carve out, if you will.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. We got a new shower here. Man, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. Oh,
you're muted, bro.
I muted him.
Now
you're back.
Good morning. How you doing, brothers? How's everybody, man?
What's going on?
Wow, man.
Good morning.
This is the panel of panels. I mean, look at this. Zach, what's going on, man? Hey, thank you. I never had a chance to thank you properly, man. You for taking the time and show me the ropes, man, on getting my channel started. I appreciate that attention, man. I really do. That was great, man. Thank you for that.
Man. Anytime.
Austin, nice to meet you. I get a chance to talk to you in the command doc space, but you had to take off. So, man, you guys are great, man. I wanted to let you know that first. Kings, Legal, man, this is a great panel, man. How you guys doing? How's everything? Hey, it's another day in paradise. We got to make it do what it do when we can. You know how it is.
That sounds better than my day. That's another day above ground.
That's right. Amen on that one. I mean, I see you guys digging into this space, man. I'm still learning from a lot of you. My approach is a little bit different. So, I'm picking it up and learning it, man. This is great. You are colleagues to me, and this is amazing. And like I said, Austin, Zach, I've been watching you guys for months, many months, long before I got into content. So I can say it was an inspiration to get in and want to learn this space. It's a lot of knowledge out there. So I appreciate that.
Just, what I do, what I love, man, is that we all have our different angle. We're all in this, we're all, we all bring, like Liddy does, a lot of TA. I know Hobbs does as well. Zach and I are more kind of on the reporting end. We kind of dig in, but we, we like to highlight new projects, and everybody's kind of got their own value add, and I think that's what, and what I love is that people are now starting to see that behind the scenes, we all talk to each other, and we're all trying to help each other, and that's really at the end of the day what it matters.
That's right. I mean, at the end of the day, when you look at this space, it seems a bit overwhelming when you step in, you don't know anything about it. It's just a matter of not all information is good information, but once you find that circle of individuals and like the stuff that you guys do, it does show that, hey, you know what, I can do this. This is not hard. And then people are looking at it like, hey, you know what, I need to make millions. But the question and what I want to focus on is, what are you going to do once you have that millions?
Facts.
What are you teaching your children about these millions and how to keep them for the next 40, 50, 60, 100 years?
Facts.
How to create that generational wealth. Everybody's win Lambo. No. When will my family have that generational wealth?
Facts.
You know,
Absolutely.
so there's so much more to this space. And I love that I'm learning from these guys in the analytics, and I'm learning from you guys as far as what tokens are actually worth digging into. I knew it. I knew
Legal's
it.
always
I
good
knew
for that.
it.
Hold on, what did you, legal? Hold on, legal. What'd you? I was looking away. What did you put up?
Put it up, legal. Put it up again.
Again.
Oh,
I need to get like a little Lambo car to sit
Right.
right
Yeah,
that was the
yeah,
perfect
yeah.
time, legal. Perfect time, bro.
When
Soon
soon
Lambo.
The question
Lambo.
is, though, can your kids live in that Lambo?
Of
course.
You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny, Alva. You know, nobody talks about those, like, you know, like retirement accounts, right?
Right.
IRA retirement accounts, and
Right.
Zach and I, you know, we have an affiliate referral deal with iTrust Capital. By the way,
That's
use
right. I love
myself.
iTrust Capital.
Because when I found out what iTrust freaking does, to your point, man, I found out there's like, oh my God, it's an IRA retirement account, and I can trade crypto. I'm like, hell yeah. First and foremost, I want to do that because it's pre-tax, you know, before tax dollars, yada yada yada. But
Right.
nobody talks about that stuff. You know, everybody wants to. I want to go buy a Lambo. No, Lambo's the stupidest thing you can go do day one. You know, it's an asset that's going to depreciate, and you know, blah 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 blah. And you know,
Let me go take my Lambo back then.
Right. I mean, you know, it's true. A lot of times.
buy a Ford F-250, baby. You know,
Right.
No.
Do some work with that.
I'd rather
I'll
go
get
old
that
school
electric.
anyway.
I want that electric truck, man. That electric.
the Lightning?
They got
Your
coming.
car gotta
make
Lightning
money
is-
nowadays,
That
man.
thing is sick, bro. That thing is
75 pound-feet of torque. Let's go.
sick.
Yeah,
I
Yo,
just got
but,
a.
but your car gotta make you money nowadays,
Man,
man.
gotta make you money.
gotta make
And,
you
you know,
money, man.
I'm old school. I'm going with. I still want a '61 Lincoln Continental. You know,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm old school with it. I have my.
Yes.
I'm ready for mine. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? These millions come in. I know what I'm going to get, but it's not all these fancy ones and fast runners. You know, but also, like I said,
What's
you're
your
right.
token, man? We want
Right.
to hear about your token.
Oh yeah,
My
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
Oh,
token.
Yeah. So what's your? Yeah, that was the question.
All right.
What's your? Well, so before you go, hold on a minute. I got to
What's up,
give
brother?
mine because somebody dropped in. A lot of my favorites have already been covered, but Bolt and New is one that we haven't talked
Oh,
about. I think they're doing some cool stuff, so I wanted to give a shout out to Bolt as well.
Nice.
And I could do others. Oh, Wagme, you know, some others. So I'm
No, Austin, you can't break your own.
Ah.
Hey, come on.
He says it's my show, damn it.
It's my show, damn it.
Yeah, you right.
You're right.
Alpha, you're up, man. What do you like?
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I've only been dabbling in this for about maybe a little over 2 years, and I'm still learning the whole meme coins and a lot of these new projects. But my top one has always been XRP. I have, you know, like I said, XRP projects like Mandox, XLM,
That's the
Pro.
sleeper.
So you know, there's a lot of sleepers, but there are a lot of. I'm thinking long-term projects. So as I'm learning, and you know, House was taking a lot of time in teaching this analytics, and I'm trying to understand that. I'm trying to understand a lot of the new tokens through legal, you know, and Kings. So a lot of these tokens are still new to me, but I have my old school crypto to riches list, and you know, XRP is the top one. That's my baby. You know, I really believe in that project.
It's not a bad one, man. It's probably in my opinion, it's probably the biggest gold mine waiting to happen. You know, if
I mean,
it's
look how
got
it's held its
Yeah.
value even through all of the
Yes.
legal shit. Like this thing is, it's primed. to
Mhm.
go nutty.
Well, I
And-
know
and
we've all heard the rumors, right? That it basically that the SEC and XRP have already behind closed doors and probably some deep, dark secret cavern somewhere. And they've negotiated the deal, and the SEC wants to just try to get out of it without, you know, as much egg on their proverbial face. But dude, I mean, I know some people that are extremely smart. Some of them we all know that are saying that when the day that breaks, XRP could go up as like, where are we at right now? We're at what, 70
cents or something.
70 cents and
That shit gonna take
change.
off. It's
That
gonna
it
take
could
off.
go, it could literally go to a $5-10 in 1 day run. And I don't,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
think
headed
that's not
that
unheard
way
of.
already.
It was.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
think it's
back
going
in,
that way.
Back in 2017, it was the biggest winner. It was bigger.
Yeah.
It was a bigger winner than Bitcoin. I mean, in AM. So, yeah, man. I mean,
Can you gentlemen imagine? Can you gentlemen imagine when they flip the switch? what that's going to do to the financial system, what that's going to do with the 1%. What do you mean 1%? No.
I need to
We are
research
all
Ripple
percent.
more, man.
You-
I need
They
to
loaded
research
up on
more.
their bags
Yeah.
on that one, bro, for sure.
We're all
If you-
percent. There's no more than just 1%.
I mean,
No.
I'm just thinking about this, and like we were talking about cars. Like I just got a new car. I got rid of my
Nice.
2013 Honda Civic.
What'd you
Right.
get?
I
get a
got a Land Rover Defender.
Oh,
Did you
I thought
did
were
you
gonna
wait?
say a
Austin?
Lamborghini.
Hey, Zach, did you cry? Did you cry?
A little bit, man.
Oh,
A little bit, honestly. A little bit. I had a moment. I had a
There you
moment,
go.
both for the Honda Civic and the new car, and just I never had a new car, man. I always
feel
drove
you.
used cars.
I
whatever, but-
picture Zach standing like over his Honda. It's just like he's got his hands. It's just like he's just.
we had a lot of memories, baby. We had a lot. of memories.
That's what it is.
But
Yeah.
yeah, man. I mean, I'm thinking of this like with XRP, right? To bring it back to crypto, it's like, I wanted to pay cash with it for it, but I didn't have any checks, so I had to do 3 separate wire transfers. I couldn't get the car for like 8 days. I had to, I couldn't get it. I'm just thinking like, why are we still living in this archaic system? Like,
Right.
it's crypto. Like I can send. I got it right here.
Zach,
Like I can
Zach,
send it right
yeah,
now.
right.
Like
Zach.
you know what
I
I
can
mean?
send you.
Hold
I
on,
can
Zach.
send you just a few ETH and cover the
Yeah,
whole
you're
car,
good.
Hold on,
and you're gonna make money off
Yeah.
my ETH. So
But
Yeah.
hold on.
Nice.
I
Wow.
want to dig into something that Zach said that was interesting. Look at what that. So Zach, I'm going to tell me if I'm wrong.
I need to make a video about that.
That
Actually,
was your bank. Zach's bank put a restriction on him that said you can only transfer, you can only wire transfer. I mean, come on. Hey, XYZ Bank, I'm not going to call it the bank because I have the money in my account. You see the money in my account. He could only wire out $20,000 a day. How much?
Exactly.
How much
it
bullshit
was
is
25.
that?
25 grand per
Too
day, but then it fell on a weekend, so they couldn't confirm it on Saturday
you
or
had to go Monday
Sunday.
and Tuesday.
And then I had to confirm my second one on Monday, my second one on Tuesday. And then they finally were able to bring me the car.
And
I'm
what
just
did they charge
Crazy.
you? How much did they charge you for each wire transfer?
It was like 30. It was like $30.
Bullshit. It didn't
Right.
cost them crap.
I know, but I mean,
Yeah,
it just got me thinking as this whole thing was playing out. It's like this is why crypto
I
is
mean,
going to take
honestly-
over. This is why it's going to work.
Honestly, you should get a discount for paying with Ethereum or Bitcoin. In
Yeah,
my
nice.
opinion, like
Yeah, but
because if you get a discount,
yeah.
if you get a discount for paying for cash that doesn't go up in value, you should get a
Right.
super discount for
Right.
paying in ETH
Facts.
or Bitcoin because
Facts.
I'm literally giving you an asset that
Facts.
will go up in value.
Yes,
So
100%.
why would I pay full price for this car when I could give you, if the car is 100 grand, I can give you 70,000 in ETH, and by the next bull run you might have 140,000.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No doubt. I mean,
Yeah.
So let's go back here. Let's bring this back to XRP because to me, the biggest thing like XRP is a lot of people don't even know what it is. Like with Ripple, XRP, and Zach, I can't remember what was the deal that came out about almost a year ago where it was because basically it's a way to move money very cheaply. And to me, it really replaces like
Swift.
Swift, but also where they wire it. Damn it, Western Union.
Across-
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the deal they signed where it was in Asia? Zach, do you remember that? It was like there was like Philippine. It's like culturally like a damn it. There was like a bunch of people from this country moved over to this country to work, and then they're sending like $1 billion a year back over to their home country. They're sending that money back, right? And that's what. And there's all these different markets out there, and that at the end of the day is one of the main things that people don't really understand that what XRP, sorry for the dogs, XRP Swift does. Zach, do you remember that? I'm gonna mute.
Yeah, and I mean, 100%, dude. And I mean, just from like even outside of that example, it's like think about just business and how globally connected we are. I mean, look at us right now. I mean, we could be all in different countries right now doing the same thing, and it's like all business is moving global. There's no such thing as. I mean, there's still brick and mortars out there, but we're moving away from that. And it's like transferring money across borders is going to become more and more needed.
The
and
writing's
it's
on
here.
the wall.
We have the
Okay.
technology.
It is.
Let's just use
It
it.
is. I mean, it's like I think it will be the system, the better system, of course, for cross-border payments. I mean, instant transactions, little to no fees at all, and that's big for me. And to be honest, in my beliefs, I do see where once that switch is flipped, XRP will knock out, let's say, Ethereum. Look how much we're paying in gas fees right now. If XRP Ledger is able to provide a system where we're able to send billions of dollars within seconds, and
Yep.
at the fraction of the cost, who would not use that? Who would not replace the old way of doing things?
No doubt.
It's a no-brainer.
doubt.
So, and look at everything that's been
where-
going on. No matter what's
so
been
where-
going on, it's still holding its position. And they're like, oh, XRP is a lawsuit. So people tell me that, oh, I'm not going to do that because there's a lawsuit and I don't want to mess with it. Think about it. You're missing Ripple as a company. You
Yeah.
look
Can't
on the
even-
back channels. Go ahead,
You
brother.
can't even buy it in the U.S., right?
The
Not
government,
at all.
the government wanted to slow
can,
them
kind of.
down.
They
They
did.
wanted to slow them down. Period.
Yeah.
I
End
mean,
of
look at all
story.
the empty malls, dude. Look how many malls are just
Yeah.
completely empty and dead.
Yeah. But they
Right.
know what they're
Well,
doing.
we're away. Yeah.
We can't be rich overnight, and that's not what they want. They don't want you to be rich overnight. But guess what? When that moment comes, which I know, and you gentlemen know yourselves, when that moment comes, what do you do once you wake up and you find hundreds of billions sitting in your account because you did invest into the right projects? What do you do next? Oh, I'm going to cash out and go buy freaking Lambo, buy a house. Okay, what do you do with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you prepared? Is your child going to be prepared for those taxes that come with that house when you leave it behind for them? So everybody wants the wealth, and it's like everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die for it. You still need to pass on that knowledge, and folks are missing that.
Amen,
but
brother. Preach,
this-
man. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna sit in my mouth with Drake. Preach on, man. Go ahead.
But that's
really
what
hard.
his channel. That's what his channel
Yeah,
is
dude.
about, though. You know what
Oh,
I mean? Like,
hold on a
focusing
minute. Hold on. Here we go. Scott.
Camaros,
Okay.
heck yes. I'll buy a Camaro now.
Okay, so Scott, go into Twitter, the influencer. There's a link if you want to come on, man. So, but there, buy more Camaros. Of course, the Scott shows up. Well, none of us need to talk anymore. He'll just take over the damn show.
Hey,
I'm partial to
listen,
challengers.
you want to listen to Scott when it comes to WAGMI, man.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
man.
you guys.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
some of you guys don't really, know about it, but I'm telling you, I listened to him on Austin's channel yesterday, and man,
He knows it.
But did you
I
get
wrote
one?
it down in my book. I said, "Oh, we picking up some WAGMI this weekend."
Did you
for
get one?
sure."
Did you get an NFT?
I give him credit, man. He
No,
called
no, I
Zach and I each individually. He's like, "You dumb shits, you need to and like listen to me about wagging." I'm like, "Okay," and then he's like, "Oh yeah, all right, I'm in," because when you
They're
get it,
telling us about WAGMI for weeks, and I didn't listen. I was like, "What is a WAGMI?" I'm not.
what is
wagging
this?
nothing.
This is like
We're
a
gonna
novel.
make it, bro. We are
Man, I
gonna
looked
make
at
it.
When I actually listened to him, I was like, "Oh my god, I need to get in early. I need to get in early."
So while we're waiting on Scott, if he comes, ApeCoin, what do you guys think? Top 20 crypto at some point in time? I'm going to say
yeah.
yes. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yes.
For sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
It's already what number, like 43, 42 or something like that?
Yeah,
This
and
thing
moving
has-
up with got a quick meeting with Wagme. Yeah, he does. Moving up with a bullet. I mean, I think what really got my attention was day one they launched. They had all those crypto.com, Coinbase, I've never seen that before. But beyond that, and then there was all this news that comes out, which why wouldn't they? This metaverse, this project says, oh yeah, we'll take ApeCoin. So you have this mass adoption effect. And then what did you say, Zach? Yuga is now valued at what? 5 billion, 4 billion? What's
4
the number?
billion.
Yeah.
4 billion.
Wow.
And my thing is this, and like I think people see, like, I usually take like a macroeconomic approach, like, and I'm looking at this like, okay, they've built out this huge network with super influential people. It's like, dude, they could do anything.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's the way I look at it. Like they could, like with the network effect that they've built up, like they're going to get into a play to earn game. Like,
They have a game coming. They have a
that's
game.
what I
It's in
mean. And like,
development.
but I look at that and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be good. Like they're already well established. Like they have the backing, they have the money, they have the resources, they have the community. I mean, that's it.
There you go. Enough said.
Yeah.
It's a long-term hold. I bought
Yes.
I
I
bought
agree.
19 grand at $13.98. Of course, then the damn thing dropped to $13. And of course it did because I bought it. And then now it's coming back. Zach's, this is when I was on vacation. Zach's like, man, you didn't get in. He's like, I think he got in at 6. I already still hate his ass for that shit.
Wow.
He got in at 6.
I got lucky on that one. I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, it was
A little
live.
bit.
I was on a live stream and it was right when everybody got their tokens airdropped. So they were all taking profits. And I was like, oh, shoot. I said, I'm buying right now. And I wish I'd have bought more, right? Always have
It's a
that.
long-term play, man. And
It
it's
is.
one of those. It's one of those. I want to ask you guys about Cardano ADA. It's been running. What do you guys think about that?
Mm,
Oh, getting
really
some.
have any
Oh,
thoughts.
getting some. All
Cardano?
right, I like this. Who doesn't
I mean,
like?
I hear about them, but
Oh.
Liddy, I hear about them.
Wait, who was
Wait,
it? I'm sorry. I missed that.
88?
Cardano.
Oh,
Yeah, 88.
That's on the roads to that's on the crypto roads to millions for me as well. That was one
I'm
of the
not a
other
fan.
ones I started out with. So yeah,
I'm more of a fan of Crow. Kronos is my baby.
Facts.
Bro.
That's my baby right there. Like,
Facts,
you-
facts.
You want
All
to
right, hold
talk
on.
road to
It's
millions?
people. Oh yeah, it's people chiming in that the market was going down. That's basically doing what it's doing. Let me refresh this. All I just
Bitcoin's at 47, Ethereum's at 34.30.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're in this kind of I
consolidating.
I call this treading
Right.
water. You know, we're
treading
just-
water. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. Treading water.
Yeah, SHIB's down still 4.3. It's given back. I mean, it's had an 8% swing today. It was up about 3.5%, 4% this morning. It's had to swing. But you know what? It always reacts. It overreacts positive or negative because I think the price point and all that stuff. So, all right. Well, I guess Scott's taking his.
Austin, is that your window right there
Which one?
that you're showing right now?
Yes, that's mine.
Bro, all those tabs.
Oh, dude, I'm a tab king, man.
Hey,
Crazy, man.
King, say some of them was donations for the Rodney interview, man. I got my stream element. I got my stream element up this evening. Austin don't need no more donations, man.
I'm good. Yeah.
I'm trying to
definitely-
catch up to you guys.
No, I told Austin. I told these guys that are monetized that like early on, Moonshot had brought to my attention, and I started using Stream Elements. It's a way for people to get tips and stuff like that before you are monetized, and you don't got to worry about YouTube taking their big ass cut.
I don't even know what this is. What is it? Stream Elements?
Yeah, you just post a link in your chat, and like after you set it up, you just post you pin the link to your chat. And then I just let my chat know, like, hey, if you want to donate to the channel, not necessary, but if you want to, you can click on the link, and my PayPal's attached to the link. So they just go in and they drop a tip. And I got a few tips the other day, and it was super cool. You know what I mean? Because they get to leave their message to me, and it doesn't appear like live on YouTube, but I get to read the messages later.
And it's instant. It's instant. It's not like YouTube.
Yep.
They pay you like once a month.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not monetized.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that, Kings. It's awesome, dude.
I'll have to check it out, man. Thanks for that. That's kind of cool. I mean, so that's interesting. I'm always looking for, like, Zach started using StreamYard before me. He kind of paved the way, and I love StreamYard. And there's always looking for better ways to help and do that kind of stuff. So that's cool.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, like, once you connect it to your actual YouTube channel, it keeps analytics and everything itself.
All right, cool.
Hey, Austin, look in the private chat real quick, if you can.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff here.
Just those links.
Which one you want me to hit? Legal
Either one.
or
I think either one will work.
okay.
Oh no, that's not me. That I posted his link there.
Oh, so this is Alpha's channel. We got to give Alpha.
I love this intro, man. That thing
The
is super
intro.
cool. Yeah,
Oh,
that
what is
intro
it?
good.
What is you? Now, hold on, man. Am I going to get some copyright strike crap here? What are we
No,
doing?
not at all.
No.
Yo, yeah, right.
You want me to play this?
You
Is that
could,
what you want me to
that's
do? What do you want me to do?
I think he was just showing you his channel.
Right, just show
We're
your
just
channel.
we're just trying to show him some love.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
that's it.
Yeah, I'm dude. I'm
It is crazy. Everybody's like, when you get a chance, could you show me what
no.
equipment
I'm happy to do it. I'm just, I'm 52. I'm having a senior moment, right?
Oh my god.
I love Austin, man. He's like, look, man, I'm 52. You got to explain to me exactly what you want me to do.
Why did I come here?
Hey,
Where-
you know what?
Where do
Also,
I
do me a
click?
favor.
Where do I go? What do I do?
You guys check out.
man.
You guys get a chance to check that first video out. Zach, make sure you go towards the end of that. I think you'll like that. You'll laugh.
All right, let's give
Are you talking
everybody a
about
shout out. Thanks
The
for
first
joining.
video on the channel.
That was the very first one, and I did it through
Okay.
the phone. Everything through the phone.
That's cool.
Dang, that's nuts. Dude.
Videos,
Cool, man.
Alpha. Yeah, dude. You started like 3 weeks ago. That's it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Damn, boy.
Hey, Alf, I got a question for you already, dude. How did you get yourself? Are you using a green screen like OBS to get yourself like where you're?
I ended up just using the phone. What I did was I used Video Leap, but the problem was having to upload to YouTube since it kept rejecting Video Leap. So I had to use Premiere Pro to transfer the file, and then I could upload it to YouTube. So I was using a green screen. This was before I had any real equipment or anything. So I'm still working on that. But it came out pretty good. So everybody's like, well, what did you use? My phone. And Zach said, just press record. I said, okay, that's it. Just press record. That's how it
Get
went.
started.
That's right.
Really
We
is
talked
it,
about
man.
this yesterday. Dude, there was this. I always call myself out on this. Zach used to be like, I was like, man, you got to edit your videos and this. And he's like, I'm not editing crap. And then now I'm completely the same. I don't edit anything. I just push go and I push stop. When you guys see me looking to the right, I'm literally pushing stop on my OBS software.
See, and this is what I told Alpha yesterday. I was talking to him. I said, I talked to Austin yesterday and I heard what he said when he said, just, I don't edit anything. I said, I feel like we're in different lanes though. Like with my technical analysis, if I'm fumbling all over myself trying to do TA, people are going to be looking like, man, what is this dude talking about? I was just like, sometimes I just feel like I just need to edit out just a little bit. One of these days I'm going to get to the point
dude, seriously,
where I just press play.
Hobbs, own that shit. Like, look at me. I screw up all the time. And what do? I laugh at myself.
You do. Like I be laughing at you every time. I'll be like, but I can't help it. I'll be like, man, you know what? But he's genuine as hell. So you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But you're right. But that's like, just laugh. You're like, well, I just screwed that up. I'm going to keep going. Here we go. People like that. Anyway.
But I think there's a place for all of it though, too, right? Like there's a place for like the highly edited videos. But like if you're in our niche, like especially like the community coin, and we're basically in the daily update business, right? I mean, and like if we're pumping out multiple videos a day versus like a video per week, I mean, I'd have to outsource all that editing. Number one, because I'm terrible at it. Number two, I don't want to do it. It's not fun for me. I don't like it. So it's like I think there's a place for it all, man. I think like if you do it unedited, it's like, hey, this is raw, real. It's me. Yeah, I might mess up. It's fine. Like, but I think people relate to that too. I think people are like, oh, that's just a normal dude, right? So But I mean, there's also like Andre Jick and stuff. Like his videos are sick, right? Like I don't know how the hell he's doing all that. Like Graham Stephan, like these guys, right? But then you got a guy like Meet Kevin. Meet Kevin, he don't edit shit.
Yeah, Meet Kevin's raw.
Stephan's the
you know what I mean?
And he does like 30 videos a day. I mean, Jesus, it's like, yeah. So Legal, this is your channel, man. It's a good looking channel, bro. Giving a shout out to Legal, and then we're gonna wrap up here in a few minutes, guys. So Legal, what are you really like? What's your hook? What's your angle? What are you trying to do on your channel? Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah. So me personally, man, I'm still so I have my show I do every night at 9:30 CST. I bring on different people, man. We talk NFTs, we talk crypto, and then I'm learning a lot from Hobbs here. So I like to call myself his little protege. So I sprinkle some of that in there, drop some knowledge. And yeah, man, just updating the news, obviously, as soon as it comes. So I know it's a little longer winded. I'm going to go in there and, make shorter videos, but I do the same thing. If you see any of my videos that are shorter, it's all in one take. I like to do it that way. That way, if I'm doing a review, man, I'm not like, I'm just straight up like, this is what I feel and this is what I think about it.
You missed the biggest part that you're going to be creating Spanish content.
Oh, that too. My bad, brother.
He's in the space, which is going to be huge. You're going to blow up so huge.
I'm working with Platanazo to do that, man. I'm in talks with them. But yeah, bringing awareness to the Hispanic community and.
Are you gonna do that on the same channel, or are you gonna do it on a different channel, or what?
I haven't. What do y'all think? What do y'all think?
I think same channels, just different times.
I got something to add to that actually, and I just heard this. You guys know Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
Yes.
The biggest YouTuber out there, right? He was just, and I had to listen to this whole thing because he's in our niche, man. He's the OG. So he was on with Joe Rogan. He was talking about something he just done recently. Dude, he's got multiple different channels, and it's all the same content in different languages. So what he's done is he's hired out professional voice actors. So for like Brazil, it's like this actor that everybody knows her voice in Portuguese. And it's the same video, but it's a voiceover in Portuguese. And then it's a voiceover in Spanish. He's got a Spanish channel, a Portuguese channel, and he's got, I don't even know how many. So dude, like, I forget what he said, like why he got to that point, but it's like only a very small percentage of people actually speak English worldwide. Dude, his viewership and his reach, I mean, exponentially grow.
Skyrocketed.
It's skyrocketed.
But Zach, to your point, they're separate channels. It's the same content.
That's how he did it.
Yeah. So he records a video, and then it's literally him doing his thing. But then he's speaking in English, and then he did the voiceover actor.
Yep.
To dub in the
whatever that language,
local language.
Yep.
Wow. That's interesting. So, Legal, back to your original question, man. I mean, I'm trying. Literally, this is me thinking. I mean, like deep in thought, deep thoughts. You ever
Right.
remember that?
That's
Saturday Night
I think
Live?
about it a lot too, man. That's
I
Hey,
think.
Donald said that if you can put the links of the channels in the chat or on Twitter, please.
Oh well, now you're just wanting me to do more work and shit.
Donald's OG, somebody that's been around forever and been a supporter of mine. But I know he had just said to put the links for these guys in the chat.
Yeah. You know what I'll do? Here's what I will do on a go forward basis. Whenever I'm doing a live stream, I just need to. What y'all go drop. I mean, I've got them now, but I'll just start dropping them down in the description file. That way, you're everybody there because we don't know who's going to show up. So I'll start doing that on a go forward basis. But awesome. Legal, man. I mean, okay, let's go around. So should Legal start a new channel, or should he incorporate Spanish content into his existing channel?
I'm fluent in both, so
I think you are fluent in both. I think start now with like on your existing channel just to get started, and then if you start to see viewership on those videos, and you could even ask. Here's what I would say: also ask your viewers, because there is a certain truth that says two channels would work, and you might get more play out of that second channel. Because if I'm going to your channel and I speak only English, I'm like literally having to kind of pick through, which one's the English channel?
Yeah,
English video. I don't know. Liddy, what do you think before we move off? Yes or no?
I believe he should keep it on his channel because. Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Yeah, I believe he should keep it on his channel because all he needs to do for the Spanish channel is create a playlist that only has the Spanish-speaking videos. And the reason why I say he should keep it on the same one is because if he gets a new YouTube channel, his monetization requirements would start all the way over. And I think that him just adding to what he currently has will make his original channel, boom tremendously.
I agree with you. Definitely start with that. And Legal, if you see a fork in the road down to where you ought to break it out, then you break it out. But
right. That's what I think too.
Yeah, I think that. Zach, you're up. Go.
I would say two. I would say and this is just me. I mean, everybody's kind of different. Like, because I've made this mistake so many times. Like when I try to get involved in too many things at once, I never do that one thing 100%. Right. Like when I first figured it out, like as an entrepreneur and like a business owner, and like I just focused on this thing, man. And like I just got singularly focused, and I was so locked into this one thing. Like, because I ran, some small businesses that all three failed eventually, but I was trying to do everything at once, and I was just all over the place. I would grow this one first. And then I would, once you're comfortable and you got a nice base, you get monetized, which is right around the corner. Then open up that second one and keep it separate, because here's the other thing too. You're going to feed the algorithm some different forms of content. I don't know what that actually looks like, right? Because then your demographics, are going to be kind of wonky. And I think what Austin said, it could be confusing somebody coming in and say, wait, is he speaking Spanish? Is he speaking English? That's just my 2 cents though, man. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer with it. But that's just,
there's not. So, all right, we got to wrap up. Hobbs, should you keep it on the same channel?
Yeah, so for me, before I was saying, keep it on the same channel, but after hearing that story about Mr. Beast, I'm a big fan of not reinventing the wheel and following following success, right? If it's worked for him and he's been extremely successful, hey man, just rock with that. Do 2 separate channels, and you can. Yeah, it took you a little bit to get them booming, but you got the support of all of us, so we're gonna be pushing that shit like crazy. So
sounds like it. Alpha, do you agree?
Yeah, I actually, I'm kind of both ways with it. It just depends on what is most convenient. So keeping it on the same channel, but making sure to label it and pointing it in that direction of, hey, in case here's Espanol, right. Mm-hmm. So I think it would benefit, but also you got to remember the people that are tuned into your channel now will tune into the Spanish one, definitely to show the support. So it can be done, but you have to ask yourself, what workload do you really want? What's most convenient, but you're still giving up the same information.
Because I'm just one guy.
Yeah, you're just one guy. And so, I get that with the laser beam focus, Zach. I get that all day, but I'm always all over the place. But there is that one project I got to focus on. So, bro, do what's convenient for you. Definitely. Make your life easier.
King, your vote about the same? You're muted. Yeah. What's your vote, King? Said should he?
Yeah, I mean, It can go. I mean, to be honest with you, obviously we want to look at, certain individuals. I think Mr. Beast is, very, very, you know, educated in the YouTube space and how to function and, to gain obviously the most out of, every aspect of it. I mean, I would say, I don't know, talk to your audience about it as well,
Right.
and see how they feel, but I think no matter what, I mean, I guess it could get a little confusing, for individuals, but I'd say, research it, look into it. And then obviously, no matter what, at the end of the day, you're going to make your own decision as a man. But I think there's a massive opportunity. I've been saying this, for content creators to come out with Spanish, as well as other languages, as well as for some women. I'm a big advocate for women in crypto. I've been for a long time. And it's just a few things that I think are needed in the space are, some more bilingual channels as well as more women platforms.
Agreed.
I agree. To wrap it up, and then with that legal, only thing I would add is I would start with your channel, ask your audience, and secondly, the thing to minimize that is like if you do a video and it's only in Spanish, just tag the title. This is Spanish. That way, I know if I'm circling, I'm not gonna, I want to go see the English version or vice versa. So, all right, let me finish up. I got a few here. So we already showed Liddy's channel, but here he is. So he's looking good. We're gaining him some subs. King, I just had you up a minute ago. There's King. So King's looking good. King, I like what you're doing over there, man. So I think we're doing some good stuff. Did I get everybody? Hobbs, I know I had you earlier. Let me see. Here you are. Hold on, let me pull you over. There's Hobbs. I like, Hobbs, you and Liddy with the TA stuff, man. I mean, that's such we needed that to come into the space with as I said yesterday, with TA analysis that's not boring as hell. I mean, truly.
Right.
It's like, I mean, I got people that I'm like, oh my God, just get to the freaking point, It's like,
that's why we add music to it. I think that's why we both have that music.
There you go.
To it.
So somebody told me in my comments today, they said, I need you to, I think that you having a Patreon is extremely important to the space. And can you hurry up? I was like,
Right.
All right.
Okay. I think Hobbs, we should get you in contact with another great individual, December DeMarco. He does a lot of TA work.
Oh, DeMarco, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I follow him.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen.
Man, whatever you gotta do.
I think we've covered the gamut, man. An hour and 46. Zach would tell you that usually I'm not the guy that likes to be on for an hour. I'm like, I want to be 30 minutes, get in and get out. Now, no sex jokes. And like, if you're like, you sure it's 30 minutes? I mean, I already threw myself under the but, oh man, you got to make fun of yourself.
Oh
right?
man. Oh, absolutely.
So guys, truly, man, this has been cool. I mean, I love that we're all doing this, that we're all supporting each other. And I said this off screen yesterday, but I'm saying it again. Zach and I have a real simple view of this. We were both blessed and early into this stuff, and our channels have grown, and we definitely believe in paying it forward. So anything we can do for you guys, and I think a lot of it's this. People get to know you, and they see you, and if you need help with any of the YouTube algorithm stuff, you need to let us know. But thanks for spending some time with me this morning, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for having us as usual. Awesome.
All right, y'all stick around as we go off stage. So everybody watching this, King, I didn't see you. You gave me another $100. Now, man, I gotta
I told her to save it for my interview later, man.
I got you.
Now he's like shaming me. I got to go over there. Here's $500, King. I'm trying.
Here's
it really is. I'm trying to buy that follow on Twitter.
There you go. I've been trying to figure out. I really don't like you very much, so I'm just trying to figure out how to tell you that. Go the hell away. I've been trying to get rid of Zach for 7 months, but he won't go the hell away.
Oh, just keep coming back, right?
We're out, guys. Y'all stick around. Hold on.
All right,
thanks, guys.
Enjoy yourselves.